100%. It is apparently,
literally one
we just
game.
got confirmation it is one game, but we have the game started, and maybe Asgrath can keep that 100% win rate with his shaman.
Oh, he's resident sleeper Boomkin. He's carrying Boomkin. We're not gonna see any Venthyr
You guys are such
Omega
hipsters.
one shots and okay.
Maro, your boomkin is basic.
Basic Boomkin.
Let's see what he can do though on that Tyrion here. He's gonna go ahead and look for some cyclones. Look at Prophecy here getting deleted in the opening stages here. And we gotta see Tony getting disarmed. Prophecy looking for some counter pressure, activating that Vampiric Embrace, taking some damage. Kasu is going to be chilling here in his Power Word Barrier. Triple Cap Totem coming out from Asgrath here. The 100% win rate Shaman coming in clutch here so far for skill cap. Managing to actually kill the pet here. This is a pet killer comp, and they're gonna force out the aspect of the turtle here. That's gonna be a nice little start for skill cap so far on their Shadow Priest Boomkin adventures.
Let's see what they can get done here. It's definitely a great start. They got the mana advantage, but Prophecy starting to fall behind. Asgrath into the stun. Kasu cannot get a freezing trap though. He was cycloned by Maro. Excellent disruption, now cycloning Tony and really preventing the crowd control chain from being able to be engaged. Frosty gets a Fleshcraft off there, big absorb for him to try and soak up some damage, but that was the Celestial alignment from Maro, so it's a fair trade for Kasu to use Aspect of the Turtle. He's almost only going to have to use that cooldown during that timer, so even though it was to res the pet, there's no big threat from Maro for some time. Tony is a really bad target. They go after Tony here with that Eclipse activation and the Kindred Spirits, and he basically just walked it off and healed it in bear farm, so no real pressure there. Frosty starting to fall a bit behind as Kasu pops the Beast of Wrath, leading towards Asgrath's Pillar, getting Cyclone by Maro. Good Cyclone on that cooldown, trying to remove it from the game. They're trying their best to dent Tony here, but they're really struggling. Stun on Asgrath, Mind Control on Maro. Beautiful crowd control by Horizon in this position, setting up some damage, trying to bait some cooldowns. They really like to get a greater fate on this push, but they're not finding it. Finally starting to scratch Tony. He's going to retreat back to the pillar, heal himself back up out of line of sight, then charge back into the fray and start getting some momentum here. Tony taking a big blast of damage as we see Frosty activating the Unholy Nova from the Necrolord Shadow Priest to try and amplify his damage with that little undead Magus that he summons in. They actually cycloned it, I think. Oh no, it's attacking Tony right now. You can see the little undead guy trying to do his best to add in some extra damage. And it's mostly kind of a pad damage build rather than running the mind games for that big burst. So I'm curious if it works out here with Feign Death to remove it and all of the healing from the Feral Druid. Asgrath into a Psychic Scream. It's looking unsteady here for Skill Capped in this position, and a Dispersion has been forced on the side of Skill Capped. So Horizon's showing that they're still a threat even despite this fortified composition that Skill Capped have devised.
No shackles though, and Renz is actually running the Gladiator's emblem trinket here, so Relza is expecting to get swapped to in a solar beam and absolutely crushed. So he's going to be ready for that, but here's the shackle finally committed onto Prophecy. He's taking massive damage here. They got CC onto Relza. Tony's dropping low as well. He's going to activate that big survival instincts. Running back to the pillar here, outranging the side feed. Mars pushing for Cyclones. Good pressure here from Skill Cap. Prophecy right there was not in a great spot, and they managed to turn it back around here. Maro with big pressure. He gets feared here by Relza. They're pushing in, trying to go after Prophecy. They get a bash onto Asgrath. They're looking for the trap. Did he grip it? I think I did see it behind the pillar there. So excellent grip there by Prophecy. Prophecy still not out of the woods yet, though. He's going to channel his Freshcraft, and that should be enough defense here for Prophecy to stay alive. He's got his Greater Fate. He's got his Trinket, Vampiric Embrace, and he will have his Dispersion in 20 seconds. 20 seconds could be a long time, though, if the jungle decides to stay in. I think they have to. They get a full second on to Asgrath. Prophecy, though, with the Master Spell, is able to deny it. Once again, it's going to be Horizon here back at the pillar, looking for another opening.
Yeah, let's see. Stun on Tony. He's in a bark skin but this is Celestial Alignment. Big damage coming out from Maro. Tony wraps around the pillar. Maro's trying to find a target, but he's not really able to connect too much damage after this point. He's going to pull back to the pillar. Running the Alkin Frenzy honor talent, so his Cyclones are going to be fast casted here if he's ever attacked. Let's see if he can manage to sneak in a Cyclone here. Relza was trying to drink very important that they don't stop Relza from drinking. His mana bar is the safety net strategy for skill capped if they can't find a burst damage kill during the Kindred Spirits windows or the Unholy Nova windows. So certainly keep your eye on Relza's mana. If he's ever able to regenerate that back to full, you know Horizon's going to be in a good position, but they've trained for this, man. They're the jungle that can go the distance when it comes to endurance and stamina in these elongated matches. So they are ready to play this out to the bitter end, and they only need one more win to break Skill Cap's undefeated record so far in the season to circuit as this kind of one composition wonder team. We see Maro pushing forward, trying to go after Tony once again, but he is just easily walking that hit off, taking absolutely no damage. Now jumping back onto Maro. Maro uses Thorns. That deters Tony from continuing his assault. And then they swap over to Frofsy with the pets, not to take too much collateral damage. Asgrath gets interrupted, putting Frofsy behind here for a moment, but he's going for a Psyfiend play. Tony's just going to Fleshcraft right through that and be A-okay. Relza's mana is in a phenomenal position considering this match is 6 minutes in. If he can maintain that, I feel like Horizon could do it.
Victory on the horizon for Horizon here. Can they take down Skill Cap and their perfect win record? This is match point for Skill Cap. If they lose here, they will be giving away their first point here at Horizon. One of the teams there on that second to fifth spot bubble, they could really use this to solidify their qualifications. And so far they've been playing out of their mind, forcing Skill Cap to swap off of their Warrior Mage. And let's see if they can pull it off. Relza's mana looking absolutely fantastic right now. Frofsy's under pressure. Asgrath actually has a mana deficit right now against Relza on that priest, but here comes Tony. He's in trouble. Relza rips him back to safety, activates his Rapture as well, and that should be enough to keep Tony nice and aggressive here. Tony now looking to get aggressive here. Nice Cyclone onto Asgrath. Here comes the Shackles onto Frofsy. Frofsy disperses, but he's getting shackled through it. He's not healing anything. He's taking massive damage. Tony gets feared and disorienting roar there on his Cyclone attempt on the Asgrath. Maro with good backup as well with those regrowths, able to keep Frofsy at least somewhat decent on HP. Nice totem here now once again by Asgrath, and Tony actually beautiful Cyclone there on the Void Torrent, interrupts it. Now I'm here to touch here onto Tony. Tony not sure if he should get aggressive or if he should stay defensive. Looks like Kazu wants to start the setup, and Tony wanted to run back, but they're going to go for it. They get the trap, and Tony now under heavy fire. They get the Shackles here. The setup could be big. Asgrath trinkets. Where's the Spirit Link? He gets Cyclone. He did get the Spirit Link off.
Tony!
Tony now in massive trouble here, running for his life. Relza still has his trinkets, still has his pain suppression. Should be completely fine here. And the hit and run strategy from Horizon nets them everything from Skill Cap.
Yeah, but their mana's not looking healthy now at this point. 40% remaining for Relza, which means Skill Cap still have an opportunity. Celestial Alignment is rolling here for Maro. He's trying to get work done, but now it's ended, and they're making a big push. Freezing Trap lands. Where's the Master Spell? Interrupted on his Master Spell. Tony feared away. He can't do damage. Good recovery by Frofsy during this time. And now the Freezing Trap is over. Asgrath is likely to recover. We see Solar Beam interrupts Relza. Maro trying to go for the kill on Tony. Will he be able to pump him down here? Preemptive Bear Form from Tony is allowing him to be quite durable as he makes his way back to the pillar. Relza is still silenced up. Kasu trying to just keep poking away at the Fleshcraft shields, trying to soften up Frofsy for when Tony does ultimately reconnect here. And he's got his pets out there. They've broken through Fleshcraft. They're waiting to get this Freezing Trap. Still no medallion, but they do need to get through another dispersion. Perhaps Relza should Night Fade blink to the side of the map and drink in this position. His mana still quite low here. They drop an Earthen Wall Totem. That's going to bolster Frofsy. Unlikely to go down. Tony's going to pull away from that. Swap to Maro. Huge swap onto Maro, bursting him down to half. He's going to duck into Bear Farm for a quick second to recover. Now Frofsy leaving the Earthen Wall's defense, trying to get in line of sight here, trying to get aggressive. Will he end up regretting it? He's making the push with Vampiric Embrace up, which allows him to heal through his damage, which is a wise maneuver if he's going to get aggressive. But Tony and Kasu are reluctant to push out during that timing, and they've really denied any healing from it. Maro gets swapped to once again by Horizon, mixing things up here. 9 minutes in and potentially taking the game, and the sun will set on Skill Cap's empire. Horizon have done it.
What
Look
an
at
insane
that.
performance. Look at Tony. He's so happy right there at the end, clapping his hands. He knows they have basically ensured their qualification here. Horizon, what an insane performance from these guys. They were on the bubble, and now they take down the toughest competition in the region, showing that Skill Cap can bleed.